Hey everyone, welcome back. And I'm Michelle here in Houston. And today I'm switching things up just a little bit today. And usually I talk about my breast cancer journey, but today, I talk about my breast cancer journey plus I talk about motivational messages also. But today, I want to take you behind the scenes of how to turn volunteer power into fundraising goal at avenues like NRG Stadium, Daikin Stadium, formerly known as Minute Maid Stadium, and other stadiums here in Houston that uses concession stands. Now, here's a money-making opportunity for your nonprofit organization and how to raise funds by staffing concession stands with volunteers and why stadiums prefer volunteers over hourly employees. Now, first, I'm going to let you know what a nonprofit organization is. Now, a nonprofit organization is a group that exists to serve a mission, not to make a profit for the owner. All monies earned back into programs, it goes back into the programs and the services that that nonprofit organization provides. For example, certain organizations like charitable organizations, churches, food banks, youth groups, or cancer support organizations. In the United States, most of these are registered as a 501c3 organization. So they're tax exempt and donations are tax deductible. To raise money through the stadiums, you join a concession fundraising program from any one of those stadiums that I mentioned. And this is common for fundraising and it's legal, and nonprofits can earn thousands of dollars per year during these fundraising activities. If you're outside of Houston, check with your state for their requirements. Now, while stadiums partner with nonprofit organizations, the cost savings, is big events need hundreds of workers. Hiring hourly staff means payroll, taxes, HR, and scheduling issues. Volunteers save money with no payroll needed for the stadiums. So built-in teams like nonprofits bring full groups. They number up to 10, 15, or even 20 volunteers at a time. And I said up to, So there's no interviews for the stadiums, no turnover for the stadiums, not unless your organization becomes disqualified, then your organization is kicked out and, sorry for that. So for the stadium, it's a win-win for the stadium and the nonprofit. The stadium stays lean and you raise money. So the community impact of it all is working with nonprofit makes the stadiums look good. They support local issues and build goodwill in the community. So how the program works is step one, you apply, you find out who runs the food service, like for instance, NRG or Minute Maid Stadium, formerly known as Minute Maid Stadium, but it's Daikin Stadium. NRG Stadium and Mid-Daikin Stadium, they use Aramark, and and Aramark is the supplier of the goods that are sold at those stadiums. And the Toyota Center, for instance, they use Levi. So you apply with your 501c3 letter. You need an EIN number, liability insurance, and volunteer lists. And step 2, you recruit and train volunteers. They must be 18 and over. And some events require certifications like Safe Serve or TABC. They're usually free, but if you have to pay for it, it's about $7 for the TABC and $7 for the Safe Serve. And the uniforms are black pants, closed-toe shoes, and the stadium supplies the shirts, with the stadium's logo on it, and the hat with the stadium's logo on the hat. And the step 3 of it all is the shift duties that includes taking orders, running the register, pouring drinks, restocking, inventory, and cleaning up either at the beginning of the shift and at the end of the shifts. And the shifts last up to 4 to 8 hours. So step 4 of it is as far as getting paid by the stand, the stand usually earns, and when I say the stand, I'm speaking of the nonprofit owner. They usually earn 10 to 15% of the total sales, or a flat fee per volunteer. Example, if your stand earns $5,000 and your flat rate is 12%, you take home $600 in one night. And that's a slow night. That's a very slow night. So why volunteer over hourly workers? For the stadiums, there's no payroll, no overtime, no benefits, no HR issues, and more reliable teams. For you, the nonprofit owner, is no labor costs, all money supports your cause, and team bonding, exposure, and priority to big events. Now, for the real world Houston numbers, if you have 6 to 8 volunteers at a regular game, and you make anywhere from $500 to $800, or you have 10 workers or 10 to 12 workers at a concert, and you make $1,000 or $1,500 that night, 15 and over at a playoff or rodeo equals like $2,000 to $3,000 that night. So those are the numbers that a concession stand owner can make, anywhere from $500 to $800 to $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 to $3,000 per night. Now, and those are not set in stone totals. Those are just an example that I'm giving on how much the stadium can make in one night, because they may make more 9 times out of 10. Hopefully they're making much more than $500 to $800 a night. So you multiply that by a few events per month, and now you've got a reliable income stream with no upfront costs. So you ready to get started, I'm getting tongue twisted. Now, if you're ready to get started and you're ready to send in your email, you're going to email the food vendor at your stadium, and you're going to ask for the nonprofit volunteer program. You're going to gather your paperwork together, recruit your team, and complete a training for your team and show up to serve. Now, if this helped you, hit like, drop your questions below, and don't forget to subscribe for more nonprofit tips. See you at the stadium.